So for this example, we have Borris, and we're going to be completing our federal 1040. So he's 24 and is a full-time worker, received his W-2, so we can click that and see that it gives us his wages, his federal income tax withheld up here, so box 1 and box 2. And then if we were going to be filing for our state taxes, we would also need boxes 16 and 17. So on our information, it also gives us the information we need. So we don't really need that W-2, but his income, taxable wages is $65,000. He paid $5,626.56 in federal taxes and $3,178.08 in Californian state taxes. Again, since this only has us completing the Form 1040, we do not need this California state tax amount. So we're going to go ahead and complete our 1040. And so we need to claim his filing status. So he is single. And then we're going to go ahead and fill in his information. Now, Borris is not a dependent, nor is he born before 1956, nor does he have any dependents of his own. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the actual lines. On line 1, this is the wages from the W-2. And so this is his taxable wages, which is a $65,000. There's no mention of interest or dividends, so those are going to be left blank. And then we'll have on line 9 down here, the total income is just the wages that he had of $65,000. 10A and B don't apply. So 10C, there are no adjustments, so that is 0. And so his adjusted gross income is line 9 minus 10C, and so that will still remain the $65,000. Line 12 is extremely important. This is the standard deduction. Do not forget the standard deduction. So that information can be found over here on this side. And so for single, it is $12,400. So the standard deduction is the amount of income that is not taxable. That is not taxable wages. So we basically are taking this away from the taxable wages that we have. And so on line 15, we're going to take $65,000 and subtract $12,400 to give us $52,600. Now, this is the number that we go to the tax tables to then look up. So going over to the tax tables, we would find where $52,000 is. We would go to 52,600, and since it is at least equal to, we have to go down to this line here and over to the single column. So his tax is $7,368. So going back to our 1040, that $7,368 is what goes on line 16. So very important, line 16 is from the tax tables. The other set of information doesn't apply, and so you can read each line and follow the directions as to what math you're doing with it. But basically, that $7,368 is going to get carried down onto line 18. 21 is 0. The $7,368 will be on line 2 as well as line 24. Okay. 25A. 25A is the federal income tax that's withheld that is stated on the W-2. So that was the $5,626.56. That also carries over to line 25D. 26 is 0. There were no estimated taxes that were paid. 27 through 31 do not apply. So on line 32, that would be adding 27 through 31. So that is 0. And on line 33, the total payments is just what was withheld from the paychecks, the $5,626.56. Now, finally, what we have to do is compare what do we have on line 31 to what is listed on line 24. The difference between the two is then what is either owed or refunded to us. So the difference between the two is $1,741.44. And in this case, this is the amount that we owe. So $1,741.44 is what is owed to us because we underpaid. We paid less than the amount